Hello students, today we are going to start with the new practical, that is separation and type determination of the given unknown binary mixture. See, here the things are very clear. We want to separate and we want to determine the type of the given compound present in the mixture. It's a binary mixture, it means two compounds are there in the mixture. So there are various methods to separate the various types of mixtures. For example, if I say that there are the solid mixtures, if there is a solid liquid mixtures, there is a liquid mixtures, and there is a liquid gases, maybe a type of mixture will be there. So depend on the type of mixture, we have different methods. For example, if I say that there is a solid insoluble in the liquid, then we can separate out with the help of filtration. If solid dissolved in the liquid, then we have to evaporate that particular substance. Then we will, once the solvent will get evaporated, you can separate those two mixtures. If we have two liquids, on the basis of depend on the boiling point of those two liquids, we will decide the distillation method for the separation of those two liquids. For example, if we have methanol and ethanol mixture, so they have very close boiling point with that. They have very close boiling point. So in that case, it is very difficult for such a solvents or liquids mixture to separate with the help of simple distillation. So those liquids which are present or those they are in the mixture with the close boiling points will go with the fractional distillation. There are other separation techniques also available, more sophisticated, like chromatography techniques are there. So if the sample is in very present in very little amount, then in that case we used to go for the chromatography, because those techniques are bit costlier. So today here we have the separation and type determination of the given binary mixture. We are going to discuss the solids. So if two solids are present over there in the form of mixture, or we can call it as one compound is impurity to other one. So in that case, we just wanted to separate out those two impurities. What are the various methods? So here we have the method that is based on the solubility method. So today's practical, we are going to separate those compounds on the basis of the solubility of that particular individual compound. So the requirement for today's practical, in case in an apparatus, we need beaker, we need funnel, stirrer, as well as the test tubes. And the chemicals required are 10% sodium bicarbonate, 10% sodium hydroxide, concentrated HCl, HCl in 1:1 proportion, and the filter paper. So let's say that we have a mixture with us, and the very first step that we want to perform with that particular mixture is we have to take a test sample, that is in the mixture one, and we have to add the water. Then we will shake it well and we will filter it. So we have to shake that particular mixture along with the water, and then we will filter, and whatever we will get at the bottom, that's a filtrate, and that filtrate we have to treat with the litmus paper. Okay, so litmus test we will perform with the filtrate. Let's see, there are the three possibilities with the litmus. Whatever the blue litmus is there, if it turns red, then it will be an acid, or the compound may be an acid. If the red litmus turns blue, then it will be a base. If there is no change in the litmus or no change in the color when it takes place, then it will be a neutral. So on the basis of litmus test, one more thing is that in case of water insoluble, you may see strong acid, weak acid, but in case of litmus, we cannot confirm the strong or weak of that individual acid. Acidity, we can confirm the presence or absence of acid only, not a strong acid or weak acid. Next, come to the next step, that's the water insoluble. In case of water insoluble, we have three different steps. That's the A, B, C. We have further divided it. Then, very first step, sample when it is treated with the sodium bicarbonate. That's a strong base. If there is a effervescence, immediately when the sample is going to treat with or react with the sodium bicarbonate, that's a 10% sodium bicarbonate as a strong gas, there may be a effervescence. There may be effervescence or may not be effervescence. If there is a effervescence, then strong acid may be present. If effervescence absent or no effervescence, if no effervescence, then strong acid may be absent. Okay, we cannot 100% confirm with the presence of the effervescence that there may be acid. In many a case, strong acid present, but you won't get the effervescence. Okay, then upon addition of 10% sodium bicarbonate, it's about the effervescence. Then just filter it out, and to the filtrate, just add a concentrated HCl. That's the hydrochloric acid. You may get a PPT. You may get a PPT upon addition of concentrated HCl. If you get the PPT, strong acid confirm that your compound is having a strong acid. If no PPT, strong acid absent. Many a case it happens that the effervescence may be there, you might get some sort of effervescence, but there won't be a PPT, so don't get confused with that. Next, come to the second type of test, that's take a mixture if A upset. So here we come to conclusion that this may be present or may be absent. So if above is the compound in the step A, if it is absent, if A is absent, then take a mixture, and if A is present, just take a residue. So take mixture if A absent, or only residue if A present. To that particular mixture or to the residue respectively, we need to add the 10% NaOH. Before addition of 10% NaOH, just see that if residue or after addition of NaOH, just take that if residue is partly or completely soluble in the NaOH. If it is partly or completely soluble in the NaOH, then we can somewhere say that the weak acid may be present. Then we were upon the filtration, you need to filter that particular solution upon addition of 10% NaOH. So after filtration, you will get the filtrate. To the filtrate, add concentrated HCl again, and upon addition of concentrated HCl, if there is a PPT, if there is a precipitate, then weak acid is confirmed. Okay. So upon weak acid confirmation, let's move on to the next step. That take a mixture if A and B both are absent. Take a mixture if A and B are absent, or take a residue if either of the above compound is present. Okay, so then take a residue. Then to this add 1:1 HCl. Upon addition of 1:1 HCl, just check that if residue is partly or completely soluble. Okay, if they are partly or completely soluble, then base may be present into it. Then upon addition of HCl, just filtered it, and after filtration, just add a 10% aqueous NaOH into it. If upon addition of 10% aqueous 10% NaOH, if there is a precipitate, then base is confirmed, or base will confirm. Okay. So upon confirmation of the base, there is a short note onto it that if any single compound shows positive for above test, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 steps over there. If we got any test positive for all those 4 steps, then the remaining compound will be a neutral compound, because we have a mixture of 2 compounds. If we got any one compound out of this 4 tests till base, then the second compound will be a neutral compound. There is no as such test for identification of the neutral compound. So on the basis of confirmation from the strong acid, weak acid and the base, we can conclude that the next compound or the remaining compound will be a neutral. Okay, so there are some things that you always remember in your mind. हम एक बार फिर से इसको रिपीट कर लेते हैं एक बार कि जो भी हमारे पास है बाइनरी मिक्सचर, हमको बाइनरी मिक्सचर को सेपरेट करना है. बाइनरी मिक्सचर सेपरेट करने के लिए हम लोग जो मेथड अडॉप्ट कर रहे हैं वो सॉल्युबिलिटी मेथड है. उसमें हम लोग वाटर सॉल्युबिलिटी चेक करेंगे, एक वाटर सॉल्युबल, एक वाटर इनसॉल्युबल. सॉल्युबिलिटी विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू दैट ऑफ एसिडिटी, बेसिसिटी एंड द न्यूट्रल नेचर ऑफ दैट इंडिविजुअल कंपाउंड. So सबसे पहले हमने क्या लिया, टेस्ट सैंपल लिया, उसमें वाटर ऐड किया, उसको प्रॉपरली शेक किया, फिल्टर करके हमने उसको लिटमस पेपर के साथ चेक किया। अगर हमारा ब्लू लिटमस रेड होता है तो एसिड है, अगर रेड लिटमस ब्लू टर्न्स होता है तो बेस है, अगर उसमें कुछ भी चेंज नहीं है लिटमस के कलर पे तो वो न्यूट्रल है। ये आपको यहाँ पे पता चला। कई बार बच्चे क्या होता है कि यहाँ पे जो भी बच्चे क्या करते हैं कि अब कंपाउंड और मिक्सचर लेने के बाद इमीडिएटली ये वाला टेस्ट करके बोलते हैं कि सर मेरा ब्लू टर्न्स रेड हो रहा है, मेरे पास जो लिटमस का टेस्ट है वो पेपर जो है वो ब्लू टर्न्स रेड हो रहा है। और कुछ बच्चे बोलते हैं कि सर रेड टर्न्स ब्लू। आई जस्ट वांटेड टू हाईलाइट हियर दैट कि मैं यहाँ पे आपको बताना चाहूँगा कि जो भी टेस्ट वाटर सॉल्युबिलिटी लिटमस के साथ होता है, हर कंपाउंड का वाटर के साथ थोड़ा ना थोड़ा सॉल्युबिलिटी तो होता ही है। ऐसा नहीं है कि कंप्लीटली वाटर इनसॉल्युबल, ऐसा होता नहीं, पार्टली सॉल्युबल, लाइक बेंजोइक एसिड it's a partly soluble in the water, correct? So in that case benzoic acid, in case of benzoic acid, that blue turns red may take place. So in that case you may confirm that you may have the confirmation, false confirmation that acid, water soluble acid is there. So don't do that. You just do this test, okay? But these tests are not at all reliable all the time. So you have to always confirm with the help of whatever the PPT you will get. PPT अगर आपको मिलता है तो 101% श्योर हो जाओ कि आपका जो कंपाउंड है वो इधर स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड है। अगर आपको बाइकार्बोनेट के साथ फिल्टर करने के बाद HCl ऐड करने के बाद अगर आपको PPT आता है तो यहाँ पे NaOH ऐड करने के बाद अगर उसको फिल्टर करोगे और फिल्टर करने के बाद अगर आपको PPT आता है कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड HCl के साथ, तो आप बहुत श्योर हो सकते हो कि आपका कंपाउंड वीक एसिड है। या फिर 10% एक्वास NaOH डालने के बाद अगर PPT आता है तो आप 100% श्योर हो कि आपका कंपाउंड टेस्ट है। बिकॉज वॉट एवर द PPT यू विल गेट ओवर, ये जो भी आपको यहाँ पे PPT मिल रहा है ये आपका रीजनरेशन से मिल रहा है। मीन्स you are regenerating this PPT from the film frame, जहाँ कुछ भी नहीं था, clear solution were there. So this is 100% confirm that कि your compound may be a base or weak acid or the strong acid with respect to the PPT you will get. ओके तो यहाँ पे कई बार बच्चे क्या करते हैं, यहाँ पे गलती कर देते हैं कि ब्लू टर्न्स रेड यहाँ पे या फिर रेड टर्न्स ब्लू हो रहा है तो बेस कंफर्म करते हैं और फिर यहाँ पे अगर कोई PPT आता है तो आगे का रिएक्शन नहीं करते या आगे का प्रोसीजर नहीं करते। मैं आपको यहाँ बताना चाहूँगा कि आप पहले इस पर रिलाई करो। अगर आपके पास एक यहाँ पे PPT आ रहा है, मान लो कि आपने सैंपल लिया, 10% सोडियम बाइकार्बोनेट ऐड किया, उसको फिल्टर किया और आपको ये PPT मिला है, ठीक है, यू कंफर्म इट एज अ स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड। Then you perform all those tests and you found that this one is also absent, this one is also absent. And what about the neutral compound? Maximum neutral compounds are water insoluble one. Okay, so in that case कोई compound water insoluble, water soluble है तो वो या water solubility भी शो कर रहा है, वो neutral भी दिखा रहा है, तो that's not possible. ठीक है, and even many a times what happens is your compound may not be soluble in the water, not in a fraction, in an extent of not a small extent. Okay, so in that case there will be a no change. So don't confirm here only that your compound is neutral. Please go with this. Many times what will happen, you just for time sake you just ignore that particular test. You will get the PPT over here, you will not get PPT here, and you will not get PPT over here. But यहाँ पे आपको PPT मिला, यहाँ पे नहीं मिला, यहाँ पे नहीं मिला। बट यहाँ पे PPT मिलने के बाद भी जब आप ये स्टेप पे आओगे तो नीचे आपको पता चलेगा कि जो फिल्टर पेपर आपने फिल्टर किया है उसमें PPT है, मतलब एक तो वाटर सोल्यूबल नहीं है, यहाँ पे एक स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड है वाटर इनसोल्यूबल, तो यहाँ पे भी नहीं है, यहाँ पे भी नहीं है, तो फिर PPT किसका है, मतलब दैट PPT इज ऑफ न्यूट्रल कंपाउंड। You are getting me what I am trying to explain? That there you have to use apply the logic over there that whatever the remaining compound, because anyway you are going to have a mixture of two compounds, not more than two. Many a times students represent that I have water soluble weak acid and I have water insoluble strong acid and I also have water soluble insoluble weak acid. So I just wanted to remember we binary mixture itself says that we have a mixture of two compounds. So that may be either strong acid or weak acid, or maybe a water soluble strong acid or water insoluble weak acid, maybe a type of compound will be there. So here it's all about the separation of compound from the binary mix, separation of the binary mixture with the help of solubility method. Many a times you can also get some idea about the solubility when you will add some compound in the water. Initially, whatever the quantity is there with you, when you will add into the water, if the quantity of the original compound get reduced, itself shows that your compound get dissolved in the water. So upon filtration, whatever you will get at the filter paper, the quantity get reduced, means your compound is get dissolved in the water. Okay, so that you sometimes may think of. कभी कभी हो सकता है कि मैं हमने आपको वाटर सोल्यूबल यूरिया दे दिया, so urea may be in the urea along with your strong acid like cinnamic acid वगैरह हमने आपको मान लो दे दिया. So in that case what will happen, instead of cinnamic acid, phthalic acid, if I am doing urea and phthalic acid mixture, so in that case urea is the water soluble. So you just take a mixture or a pinch of in a spatula and you just add it into the test tube. So you will immediately came to know that either texture of your compound get changed or the quantity of the compound will get changed. So there is a great change in the quantity or texture of the compound takes place upon addition into the water. Then in that case you may confirm or you may rely on that particular test. But if you find that there is a no change in the texture or no change in the quantity of the compound, then you cannot rely on this particular test, that is the water solubility test. So this is all about the separation and type determination of the given binary mixture. So while writing the result, you are supposed to write that the given sample contains water soluble acid or water insoluble strong acid or water insoluble weak acid or water insoluble base or water insoluble neutral. You cannot say that the water soluble strong acid or water soluble strong base or water soluble weak acid, because in case of litmus you can only confirm the acid. You cannot confirm whether it is a strong acid or the weak acid, correct? So while writing, please don't make those mistakes over there. So this is all about the separation and type determination of the given binary mixture. I hope you understood it well, and thank you very much for patiently listening.